Let's do some politics. The opposition NDC has passed a damning verdict of the ongoing limited registration exercise conducted by the Jean Mensah-led commission across the country. According to the NDC, the regular breakdowns of registration kits coupled with network challenges are impeding the registration program. They're arguing that the challenges are frustrating prospective applicants and could disenfranchise many of them. General Secretary of the party, Johnson Asiedu-Nketia, has been addressing the press at the party's head office, where he predicts chaos for the upcoming referendum to elect MMDCs, since officials of the EC, he says, have wrongly captured polling stations of applicants.
Commission which fails to indicate to you the number of centers to be created within 21 days. And then you are not told the number of equipment, registration equipment to be deployed. And yet you are expected to monitor the exercise and come and report to Ghanaians that we have a credible registration exercise. That is how low the democracy of this country has fallen. Number 6 is the wrong capture of registrants' details of polling stations. Our monitoring teams have also reported wrong data capture of registrants, particularly that of illiterates, resulting in the wrongful assignment of polling stations to registered voters to places far away from their villages of residence. The objective will be to deliberately deny them access to a convenient polling station to cast their vote on voting day. Many of such reports have again been observed in NDC strongholds. You see, when you have a district as large as Bole Bamboy, for instance, and you request everybody to go to Bole to register, and the people come from all over the district to cluster at the polling station. When the registration officials are registering and they are influenced, if you are from Bamboy and they put your polling station as Bole, then on the voting day you have to travel 90 miles or 90 kilometers before you can access your polling station. And as if that was not enough, you are even not in a position to actually identify the exact polling station. You have to go through processes of verifying at various polling stations to know where you have been assigned to vote. If you are an illiterate, it's just a sentence to no voting. And yet this is happening in Ghana under our so-called mature democracy in Africa.
Johnson Asiedu-Nketia there. Well, the party also accused the Jean Mensah-led commission of deploying sparse registration kits to the strongholds of the NDC.
The NDC stands vindicated today due to the widespread failure of the VMS equipment in the majority of the district centers due to reasons such as poor internet connectivity, poor power outages, and poorly or improperly trained personnel to operate the equipment. This has led to the abandonment of the online registration process in several districts throughout the country. The Commission has responded to this crisis by deploying an unknown number of BVRO equipment to various centers without prior notice to political parties and other stakeholders, therefore making it difficult for political parties to track the movement of the equipment to avoid their misapplication. The deployment of the BVRO equipment did not follow any predetermined formula known and accepted by stakeholders to give assurance of political neutrality in the distribution of the equipment and the centers. We have received reports from our strongholds that some areas are being underserved, either deliberately or inadvertently, while the strongholds of our opponents have been overserved with its obvious consequences. For example, in the Doma West constituency, there was no registration on the first day at all due to the poor network for the VMS system and the non-availability of any BVRO equipment complementation.